This week I'm going to be sharing how you can do a social media detox. Now, let me say right at the very beginning, I'm not talking about unplugging from social media or disappearing or just not engaging with the world, with your audience, with your tribe, with your friends, your colleagues, your followers, your subscribers anymore. I'm not talking about any of that. What I am talking about is getting back into some sort of control so you lead your social media rather than it takes over your life. Keep watching. Hey, Mike Blissett here, founder of Speak Like a Pro Online, sharing ideas, tools and techniques to help you speak with more confidence, make better videos and grow your business. On this channel you see book review, tech and how-to videos just like this one. So if you're new here, consider hitting the subscribe button. And in this week's video we're going to be looking at how to do a social media detox. Now, right at the very beginning, I get the contradiction, okay? You're watching this video on social media, on YouTube, and so whether that you're picking that up on my website or via my newsletter or on Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn or some other social media, and you followed a link and now you're watching this video, now I get it, we're using social media. But as I said in the intro, this isn't about disappearing, unplugging and just stopping social media, but just really taking a moment to step back, see where you are, and then just make conscious decisions about how you are going to interact with and enjoy and use social media going forward. And while social media is a great opportunity, especially if you're in business like me, to engage with people, to begin conversations and just share all the good stuff of what you produce and your knowledge, your skill, your expertise with the people that you would like to work with, I think it is about managing how you do that so that you're in control of social media and it doesn't feel like kind of social media has started to take control of you, because if that happens, that's when we get stressed, that's when we get overwhelmed, and what was fun and what is a thrill and a huge opportunity, it doesn't feel so much anymore. So recently I have been doing a little bit of a social media detox myself. Maybe you've noticed that, I'm still on Facebook, I'm still in LinkedIn, I'm still doing all the stuff I've always been doing, but I'm doing it more intentionally now and I'm not all over it every day. And so I'm going to be sharing essentially what are kind of steps that I took that have helped me start to reassess and just make conscious decisions about how I want to engage with social media going forward. So let's jump in. Number one is to step back and survey. Just see the territory. What social media platforms are you actually signed up for? It might surprise you. You might have signed up for more than you imagine, and one might link into something else. For example, Instagram is owned by Facebook, YouTube is owned by Google. Some of these platforms are actually interlinked there. Just get it all down on a piece of paper. And a really good exercise is to look at your smartphone. And chances are that whether you're Android or iOS, that you have a weekly report that actually, if you look into it, you just press that weekly report, it'll give you how many hours and how many hours per day over the week you have spent on each one of the platforms. And actually, it might surprise you just how many hours, whilst the average is, I think it's 155 minutes that we spend on social media each and every day. I can tell you from my own experience, it can be longer than that. And equally working with clients and family members and stuff, I notice that, it can be significantly more than that every day. And whilst if you're having fun, it's good. But actually, if at the end of it, you just feel like you'll never get those hours back in your life again, then maybe the balance is actually a little off kilter. So the first step is just to step back and review. Just see where you are and what platforms you're on and how long you spend on each one. Step number 2 is decide on the new reality. Now, that sounds really grand, I hope, but that's what I want you to take from this, is just whatever you have found yourself doing on social media, take this moment, this exercise, just to step back, see where you are, and then decide what you want to do going forward. Just because you have traditionally done or started to do or got into posting certain types of content doesn't mean that that's how you need to go forward. For example, when I did this exercise, and I say this is real time, I'm doing this with my life and my business and my social media now. When I did this exercise, I realized that there is some content that I want to share that I think is congruent with the kind of being on brand with my business that I want to share on social media, and some that isn't. For example, there are 2 main areas: personal and business. They're just 2 areas that I came up with. And personal, for example, I don't usually share any content about my personal relationships, my family, my friends. I don't usually take pictures of when I'm in a restaurant eating a meal of the food, and there's no judgments here if you do or people do. I'm just saying, for me, I decided that actually my private life it's kind of what it is, it's private. And then moving into the business side of it, I kind of made a decision that I want to share content that links in with what I'm talking about at that point in my business. So just think about for you how that would show up for you. What is your authentic self, and how does that show up in social media? And is that the way forward for you in the future? Question of the day: what do you do to make sure that you are engaging with social media and not overwhelmed by social media? Leave your comments in the boxes below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if it's your first time here, consider hitting the subscribe button and also the notification bell, so you get to know each and every time I upload a new video. Remember, this channel is all about sharing ideas, tools, and techniques to help you speak with more confidence, make better videos, and grow your business. I'm Mike Blissett. Take care.